Okay, guys, I decided to experiment, try something new, try something different, and just do a live, casual chat and analysis about Bitcoin, astrology, this channel's all about, and altcoins. We're gonna look at XRP, maybe Pax Gold, Solana, Atom, Matic, and perhaps a few others. We'll just see. And ideally, I'd love this to be interactive. So if you are live, definitely send me some questions. As fun as it is just talking to a computer, you know, it's more fun talking to real human beings, which is also much better than talking to chatbots as well. All right, so let's take a look at the live event here, the one that is making the headlines. Are you an investor in XRP? Are you an XRP hater? Are you an XRP lover? In all transparency, I am an investor in XRP. Ever since, geez, when did I start? I think about 2019, but I really got serious in 2020. And then, of course, the SEC sued Ripple right at the most exciting moment when Bitcoin was hitting an all-time high. Let's see, that was back in it was back, wait, when was that? Let's compare this to the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin broke the all-time high. I'm not getting the right price scale there. Yeah, let's do this live. So Bitcoin, the all-time high was right there. Yeah, so Bitcoin broke the all-time high at 14th of December. All right, I'm remembering that it happened in December. So let's take this off. So then 14th December, right here. So XRP just went from like 25 cents all the way up to 75 cents. So there's a lot of excitement. And then all of a sudden you wait a couple weeks and the SEC sues Ripple. And then it just gets, see this major red candle there? We just got this major red candle. So we headed up to 75. We're like, whoa, sweet. We're going to head up to we're going to really be going up here. And then we saw this major red candle. And just look at the selling pressure. Oh my gosh. And then we headed all the way down. Oh my God, we went below 20 cents. Just right back to where we began before. I did buy some more then because I know that it's usually the best time to buy when there's extreme fear. And then we did head back up to 75 again. But then we just kind of came back down to 37, and then we headed up to not the all-time high, but the high for that cycle. Wow, which did get up to 198, but it was a very quick wick up. And then we just kind of hung up around here for a while. And I remember my mindset back then. It was not the best mindset. Well, maybe it is. Maybe, I don't know. But I was just hodl. I was just hodling. I told my wife like what our portfolio was at this point, and her eyes just kind of glazed over. She didn't really even believe me. She was like, "What? How is that possible?" Now I learned my lesson. I learned that next time that happens, next time I tell my wife, and she's like shocked with the number that I tell her, that it's time to sell. All right, so I learned a lot of lessons from the last cycle. I learned a lot of lessons from every cycle because I was also in the market with Bitcoin back in 2017, 2018. Every market cycle I learned a lot. I feel very, very confident with this market cycle. feel like my strategy is solid. I feel like I do have a profit taking strategy, so feeling pretty good. And so here's what's happening lately. We got this God candle, some people are calling it. Man, we had it all the way up to 94 XRP. Some people might be worried that, whoa, we had it all the way down to 70 cents. I think this is very healthy. I think it's very healthy for us to, because this is very similar to what happened back in, I believe back here. Back in 2017. Whoa. I think we would have to switch to the daily here. Back in 2017, which we're seeing similar price action on the chart. We saw it shoot up, and then we kind of consolidated for, let's check how long this is, 14th of December to 21st of December. So for 1 week exactly, we were consolidating. We went up to 89 cents. Let's see if I can zoom in. So we got a boost up 290%. And then our correction was about from there down to wait, is that right? 290% down? That doesn't look right. Wait, oh, okay. No, I read that wrong. Let me delete this one. Okay. 30% down, about 31% down. Okay, so that's normal because, and then we consolidated, and then look, we kept going up. So, and then we just kept going up. So, if you're feeling afraid of a correction, it's actually a very, very healthy thing, and it could mean that we're going to see another ride up. This is not financial advice. None of this is guaranteed. I'm just looking at the charts here. For those who are hoping we're going to look at Bitcoin, I will look at Bitcoin soon, but XRP is the main event right now. Okay, so we saw this God candle on the daily. Let's see what a 30% correction would bring us to. %30 correction would bring us to 65 cents. And right now we're hanging out at 70. Yesterday we did already go down to 67. So that's pretty healthy. It's definitely possible we could head down to this resistance level around 60. And below that we could head down to 56 cents. Right now, I am seriously considering buying in these areas down here, but that's just what I'm doing. Not recommending you do that necessarily. It would be all based on your strategy and getting a solid strategy for yourself first, before you never ever just follow what someone else does. You need to have certainty within your own strategy. All right, so that's what we're looking at for XRP. So it'll be really interesting to see how that progresses. And then we have the Bitcoin chart. Yesterday we had hit a new high, 31,823 about. All right, well, let's look at the Okay, XRP just went below 70 cents. Interesting. Let's look at the astrology, guys. Let me see if I'm getting any comments or anything. Okay. Maybe this isn't the best time in the world to be doing a live, but it's working for me. For the Bali time zone. Okay, so astrology for Bitcoin. We are coming against this Uranus square Neptune, which is not super positive. That's happening on the 23rd of July, which is the same day that Venus goes retrograde, which could be kind of negative. Venus retrograde marks a major market shift. So I'll keep you updated on what that could be. Now, okay, let me show you something else here. I made this video back in 6 months ago, I believe back in January, about how, looking at the astrology, I was seeing that July 17th could mark the start of a Bitcoin bull market when the North Node shifts into Aries. So let's take a look at this, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm going to talk about if July 17th, 2023 could mark the start of the next Bitcoin bull market. I found some very, very interesting correlations with the astrology of Bitcoin. So this is not financial advice. Just have to say that as a disclaimer. So welcome to the video. My name is Jack. I'm a lover of astrology and crypto. Coin chart. All right, I skipped ahead. So the North Node is something in astrology, on the astrology charts, and I did some deep diving into the North Node of the Bitcoin chart. And what I noticed was that every time the North Node transited 0 degrees, something noticeable happened on the Bitcoin chart. So I noticed on August 30th of 2012, I did some research. I went back into the history. The North Node was transiting 0 degrees. This was the beginning of a huge rally in 2012. On February 18th, 2014 was the Mt. Gox collapse. Okay, and it basically marked the end of the bull market back then and the start of the bear market in 2014. On May 9th, 2017 was the bull run massive rally, kind of the beginnings of that massive rally in 2017. And then November 6th, 2018, that was the start of the bear market fall off. Remember when the market just fell off in November 2018? That was when the North Node was transiting 0 degrees again. And then May 5th, 2020 was when we were building a bottom for the bull run. And so it basically marked the beginning of the bull run. And then January 18th, 2022 was when we saw the massive dump marking the end of the bull run. Okay, so I couldn't ignore these correlations here. This is very compelling. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. I marked these transits on here. Let's see if I can do full screen. All right, so let's go back in history. All right, so this is every time the North Node's transited 0 degrees, okay? So back here was kind of marking the start of the bull run, and then we just ran up here. And then when it hit 0 degrees here on February 2014, was marking kind of basically the bear run here. And then we got a bottom. So we got a bottom right here. Let me see. We got a bottom right here on around January 12, 2015. And it took about 301 days to get to here, to the next 0 degrees transit, and was when we were really starting to go on a run again, kind of marking the bull run. And then the next time it transited 0 degrees, we got a massive rally here to the top. And then the next time in 2018, look what happened right after the North Node transited 0 degrees. We saw this massive fall off, basically marking the end of the bear market. All right, and then we saw this rally here. The next time the North Node transited 0 degrees was basically marking the bull run. That was right after the COVID-19 came out. And then similarly, this North Node at 0 degrees marked basically the end of the bull run. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to move that, but it was around right there. All right, so now this is where we're at right here. I'm actually gonna delete this little thing here. Remember, this is back in January of 2023 this year. So we didn't know we were already heading up. All right, this is where we're at right now. All right. So similarly to back here, I like to look back at similar times. You know, it's kind of like this 0 degrees marked the end of the bull market, and then we hit a market bottom here, and then the next one marked the start of the bull run, basically. I think, you know, just looking at the charts visually, it looks like we're in a similar place. You know, this 0 degree transit marked the end of the bull run, and then maybe we hit a market bottom. You know, it sure looks like it could be, but who knows? Maybe we'll drop some more, who knows? But potentially, you know, the next 0 degree transit on July 17th, 2023, I mean, if we're just looking at the charts right here, this could it be the beginning of the next bull run? It sure could be, based on these charts. All right, so let's go back here. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you seeing these correlations? What are your thoughts? So the next time the North Node transits 0 degrees, like I was saying, is July 17th, 2023. And could this mark a new cycle for Bitcoin? Maybe a new bull run. Maybe the Fed will stop rating hikes at this time. Could this be the beginning of a rally? And the Fed did stop. Well, the proper way of saying it is hiking rates. They did stop. They paused already in June. So I pretty much got that correct. We will see. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more. All right, so I wanted to share that video. That was pretty interesting. I find it's very interesting how I was saying on July 17th, how we could see, let's put a little line on July 17th. Right there. That's when the North Node switches into Aries, which is a little bit less than a week from when we just got this God candle. Gosh, that's only in a couple days here. But the last time we saw XRP with similar price action on the charts, we kind of consolidated around here, just like back in 2017, I believe, which I showed it earlier in this video. We just kind of consolidated, but then we shot back up again. So that would line up with this North Node correlation, where when the North Node switches into a new sign, we see a major market shift. Could we be heading into a major pump, at least for XRP, possibly Bitcoin, Ethereum? A lot of the technical analysis is pointing towards that possibility. Now, this is definitely not guaranteed. This is just the current thesis that I'm taking right now. All right, so we can take this bar pattern. I think we go like this. And then we can actually move this into the future. Move this into where we are now and compare it. Oops. Always fun trying to move these things around on the chart. Okay, here we are. So somewhere around there. I'm not saying that we're guaranteed going to be heading up that high, but who knows? Okay, let's zoom in a lot. Bear with me, we are live right now, guys. So could we be seeing something like this? Let's see. We might have to make it smaller. This might be a little too big here. Let's see. Yeah, something like this. Where this actually headed down. Yeah. If you see, if I could zoom in here. You see it's matching up fairly closely. So if this first leg up hits around the same top here, it tops out at 94, then according to this, we could head down to 61 cents. So that's very interesting. Which potentially could cause a lot of people to be afraid, but then look at it, it heads right back up. Looks like that was one candle. It just went down, touched 61, 62, and then it heads right back up to $1.18, and then it goes back down to 88. Highly volatile, right? And then it heads, just shoots up to $2. Wow, that would be exciting. It'd be very volatile, as crypto always is. But according to this time frame, wow. By July 22nd, we could have already hit the correction at around 61 cents, maybe down to 56 cents, or maybe it holds, maybe it stays above 65 or something. But I wouldn't be surprised if it headed down to 61, 62, and then we could just be on our way again. So that's the bullish case. That is the bullish case right there for XRP. Very, very interesting. What questions do you guys have? Put it in the chat. So Bitcoin is just headed back down to 30,297 around there. We haven't gone, let's see, oh, I guess, when was that? July 14th, we did just go below 30,000, but then we headed back up. It's just highly volatile here. But yeah, could we be heading up here? This has a very bullish setup because we've been going up. We've been just continuing to make higher highs almost week after week now. We just keep bumping up on this resistance level around 31,000, just before 32,000. Just keep bumping that ceiling there. If we did correct down, we could correct down to probably the lowest would be 28,600, something around there. If it goes below that, it looks like that. Oh, that's also, wow. You gotta love how these things line up. That's also exactly where the 50-day moving averages is around 28,600. Beautiful. So could we, there could be a possibility that we go down and we just bump that moving average, 50-day moving average, and then we head back up. So there could be a possibility where we just kind of bump that and then we just head back up here. That looks pretty good. I mean, that would be very bullish. Or are we just gonna go right through this? If we head down and we go below the 50-day moving average, that would be bearish. That would be quite bearish. I would be very surprised. We would have to get some crazy world events with that scenario. With Venus retrograde coming up, I think we are going to see a major market shift. It's tough to predict here, guys. It's tough to predict. But I would, based on, so I have to go to the technical analysis, and based on the technical analysis, it's bullish. Everything's got bullish setup. So I would first say most likely we're heading up more. What would surprise you more? Write in the comments. What would surprise you more, if we head up to 36K or if we head down to like 28K, 28.6K? What would be more surprising? Because typically the more surprising thing usually happens. I just love how crypto just kind of loves to surprise us. Solana is still holding up strong. Not seeing any major moves in the altcoins today. So be interesting to see what happens this weekend. The dollar, the DXY is holding around this level, but we've already seen this new lower low, which is very bullish for crypto. All right, guys. I think that's about it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, looking at the crypto and the Bitcoin astrology. I could look at the current astrology right now. But the main things is the north nodes are going to shift. So I'll go ahead into the future. Here's the north node. You're going to see the sign switch here. And wow, so soon here, guys. In a couple days, in a few days, the nodes are going to switch. North node's going to go into Aries, which then boosts the Mars energy. Unfortunately, that represents WAR. But we're going to make the most of it, guys. The positive aspects of it is this is all about blazing your own path, being courageous in your life, moving forward with more. There's going to be a very strong masculine energy coming in here. So this is a time to really move forward and make your dreams and your goals a reality. Just blaze that trail with powerful willpower. The south node's going to go into Libra, so man, it might be kind of a tough time for relationships and love. Throughout August, basically starting now throughout August, it's a good time to, honestly, it's a good time to see a therapist and to maybe work with a relationship coach. Do a lot of journaling about your love life and your relationships. Really a time to dig deep around love and reflect on your needs in your relationships and love life. Everything's going to be under evaluation now. That means if you're dating or if you're in a relationship or if you're married, your relationship is going to be under deep evaluation. This is a good time to really work hard to improve your relationship with yourself and with others. So, yep, a time of deep reflecting. But like I was saying, the masculine energy of Mars is going to be really highlighted. So there's going to be a lot of Mars assertive energy. So it's a good time to move your goals forward. Take lots of action on your direction. Really get clear on what you want to move forward in your life in the next few months. Okay, so that's a little astrology review. I'll be coming out with more videos on crypto and astrology. Definitely subscribe. Please share this with a friend, family member who would benefit from this. Thank you so very much. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Have a great weekend.